Hello everybody, my name is Aura and I would like to do a Vinyasa Flow with you together. It's quite powerful flow, but like you know, always with yoga, see where your limits are today, just go as far as it's good for you. Take a break at any moment you feel like it. And yeah, enjoy. So come to your mat. We start today in a little relaxation and focusing while standing. So just see if you place your foot like hip width apart, and if you like, you can of course close your eyes and maybe lift up your shoulders for a moment and then let them sink backwards down. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And then bring your focus for a moment more to your foot. Right foot, left foot. Feel how are you standing right now. It always takes a moment to actually arrive in the moment, to really feel your body, your breath. Maybe your mind is still super busy. To help to calm it down, really dive into that breathing and the awareness of your whole body. Again here, just feel the connection between your feet and the ground. Maybe you lift the toes for a moment to actually activate the whole foot and feel how you're standing right now. Do you feel like safe and balanced or a bit wobbly? Without judging, just experience what is happening in your body while standing here. Actually really amazing how we do it so naturally, standing upright, balancing on our feet every day. So with the next inhale, start going upwards towards your legs, with your intention to your hips, maybe also this area. Feel if you can let it relax a bit more, especially your lower back. And then a bit more up towards your belly. And here we pause again, feeling how the breath is actually flowing. Maybe breathe in once more into your belly and exhale through your mouth. If you like, you bring your other hand to your middle of the chest. And then take this moment to really connect with your breath. Your breath is your guidance. It shows you whether you are just fine, if you are in balance, or if you have to take one step down. With the next inhale, see if you can breathe a little more deeper. Feel like your belly is expanding, your whole chest is expanding, and on the exhale, you let every tension, every thought out. Inhale. Feel the fresh energy flowing into your body, and exhale. Release everything you don't need. Once more, inhale. New energy. Exhale, let go of everything you don't need. Inhale, equanimity. Exhale, arrive in this very moment. Stay through the whole practice connected with this strong breath If you're familiar with Ujjayi breathing, feel free to integrate it into your practice. So slowly open your eyes. We start in the beginning of our mat top. Again, maybe you want to put the feet a bit more close, and then with the inhale you stretch your arms above your head. Feel the length, and with the exhale let your left hand down and the right hand to the side, so you feel a stretch in your right body part. Breathe. Push the right fingers away from you. Inhale, maybe lift for a moment the lower arm up. And then come back to the middle. Exhale, bring your right arm down, left arm to the side. Also stretch here until you feel like there's room between your ribs. Inhale, maybe lift up your lower arm and then come back to the middle. Exhale, fold your hands behind your head, bring your chin to the chest, lower your head slightly so that you feel a little stretch in the back of your neck. One deep breath here, and an inhale, roll up, stretch once more your arms, and then exhale, bring your elbows to the side, little back bend, open your chest wide. Inhale, stretch again, feel the length. Maybe you want to come up onto your toes for a moment. Find your balance, and then exhale, bring your hands to the chest, your heels down, and then bring the feet slightly more outwards. The toes turn outwards, the same direction like your knees, and then come down into Halasana. Sit low. Relax your lower back. And then bring your right arm down in the inside of your right knee. Lift up your left hand. Look up. Open. Twist. If you like, you can also interlace your hands behind the back. Just see what's possible for you today. One deep breath. And then let go of the hold. Leave your right hand where it is, and then bring your left hand here. Make a big step with your left foot to the back and come into this kind of lizard pose here. With the next exhale, we bring down the left knee. Inhale, we push away the left heel, so we stretch into the left hip flexor. Exhale, lower the knee. Inhale up. Again, lower. Inhale up. Breathe once more into this hip area. And then bring your right foot towards the left. Exhale, sink your knees for a moment into this tabletop position. Let your toes be curled in. Inhale, push up the knees. Come here into an active tabletop position. Look that your hands are underneath your shoulder and you're so connected with your breath. Next exhale, curl your back, bring your chin towards your chest, come into this cat pose, press into your hand, and then inhale, sink your belly down, open your chest, exhale, round your back. Inhale, sink your belly deep, bring your shoulder blades together. Once more, exhale, round your back. And then come back with your belly towards the ground, open your chest. Then push your sit bones towards the heels, sink the knees down, find a moment into child's pose. Leave the toes curled. tucked in. See where your breath is right now. And then with the next inhale, push up your hips. Come into downward facing dog. Here in our first downward facing dog, take time. Maybe pedal your legs. Bring your heels one after the other through the ground. Keep the lift here in your hips, the lengthen in your back. And deep breathing here as well. Feel like how your body is slowly allowing the movement to happen. Opening up. And then take a look towards your front. You can make 2 steps or just a hop until you're into forward bend. Leave the hands down. Let the shoulders relax. And then with the next inhale, roll your spine up slowly, vertebra by vertebra, until you again in Tadasana, our standing mountain pose. Inhale, bring your arms up again, stretch, and then exhale, left arm down, right arm over the side. Breathe into the stretch of the right body side. Inhale, lift maybe the left arm for a moment, and then come back into the middle. Exhale, right arm down, left arm over the side. Stretch the left, and bring up the right arm for a moment. Hold. Come back to the middle. Open the chest again. Bring the elbows lower, the hands to the front, and exhale. Stretch again. Bring the fingers towards the ceiling. Come on your toes for a little moment. And then chest in front of your heart. Sink your heels down. Bring your feet slowly, slightly apart. The toes turn outwards. And we come back into Halasana. Exhale, lower the hips, sink down. Relax for a moment, the lower back. And then bring the left arm here to the outside. Leave the left arm here in the inside of your left knee. And then lift the right arm, come into twist. Also here, if you like, you can interlace behind the back. Roll the shoulders, in any case, backwards. One deep breath here. And then turn to the front again. Bring the hands to the mat. Make a step with the right foot backwards and come here into this lizard pose. Relax your right knee to the ground for a moment. And then 3 times dynamic. Lift up the right knee. Push the right knee to the back. Exhale, knee down. Inhale, push the right knee, heel away, and exhale down. Once more, push the heel away, lengthen here in the right hip flexor. Exhale down. From here, we bring the left foot to the back. Look that your hands are underneath your shoulders. Your toes are still tucked in. And then we lift up into a floating tabletop position. Here again, we do 3 times cat and cow. If it's too much for you, with the lifted knees, just bring your knees down. Exhale, round your back. Cat. And inhale, lower your belly down, look up. Exhale, curl your back. Push your tailbone inwards. And inhale, Lower your belly down, open your chest. Once more, exhale, round your back. Inhale, come into a neutral position. Push your hips back. You can bring your knees down for a moment. Find this length in your back. Push active into your hands. And then inhale, lift your legs. Lift your hips, and find here into downward facing dog. Breathe. Also here, feel free if you need to do any movements with your legs, your hips. And take one more deep breath here. Look to the front. Make 1 or 2 steps or hop. Find into forward fold. This time with the inhale, lengthen your back. Half forward fold. Exhale, down. Inhale, take the arms over the side to the ceiling. Exhale, Tadasana. We flow 3 times dynamically through the sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, from the hips, fold forward. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, stand, put the hands down, bring right and left foot back into the plank. With the next exhalation, bring the knees, chest, chin to the ground. Leave the arms close to your body. Inhale, lift up. Open your chest in the cobra. Exhale, push your hips back again into downward facing dog. Breathe. 3 conscious breaths here. And then lift your head, look towards the front, 2 steps or hop, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, come deep. Inhale, take the arms to the front. Exhale, Namaste. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Step back into plank. From here, either again, chest, chin to the ground, or chaturanga. Inhale, open up into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Again here, deep 3 breaths. Allow your body to move, to get more soft, to warm up, to maybe even sweat. But just stay with your breath. Look to the front of the mat. 1 or 2 steps or 1 hop. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half forward bend. Exhale, full forward bend. Inhale, take the arms over the side towards the ceiling. Exhale, Namaste. From here, 1 more time, take the arms up, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Step back or make 2 steps into plank, chaturanga or chest chin to the ground. Open into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Breathe. Feel how you stay connected with your breath, where you can get the energy through your breath. Stay relaxed. And then look again to the front, 1 or 2 steps forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale, take the arms over the side towards the ceiling. Exhale, Namaste. Bring the foot a bit more to the outside. And here we do again a few dynamic Halasana push. All right. With the next exhale, we sit down into Halasana. Inhale, we press up, bring the fingers against the ceiling. Exhale down. Inhale, fingers toward the ceiling. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Once more, down and up. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Bring your foot a bit closer to each other. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down into forward fold. Inhale, straighten your back, half forward fold. Bring your hands to the ground. Step back into plank or chaturanga. Inhale. Open up in cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, check where your breath is. See if you need to take a break. And then lift up, this time the right heel into three-legged dog. Push away your heel. Try to leave your right hip closed. So leave the right toes turned towards the ground. With the next exhale, bring the right knee to the front. Hold you for a moment. And then step between your feet. Your feet between your hands, sorry. Take a time and lift up into a lunge. See that your right heel is really strongly on your mat and your right knee is pushing over the heel. Also the back. The left leg is active. Try to keep your hips turned to the front of your mat. With the next exhale, we want to come into a twist. Therefore, we turn our upper body towards the right. Breathe here. Push the right knee into the front. If you want, you can bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee and the right arm behind your back. Again here, turn the right shoulders more to the back. Open your chest. Inhale. Come back to the front. Lift up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Bring your left knee down. And then bring your hips to the back. Straighten your right leg. Here, if you like, come a bit out of the pose. See that you really find length in your back, in your right leg. Exhale from the hip. Come deeper into forward fold. Bring your right knees more, your right feet more towards you. And see if you can push your right hip a bit more to the back. Take one more deep breath here. And exhale, bend your knee again. Bring your hand to the mat. And this time we make a step with the left foot behind the right, so that our legs are crossed. Left leg is in the back, right in the front. Exhale, come deep into forward fold. Inhale, come up again. Bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Stretch once more. And this time, we bring the upper body towards the right side. So you feel the stretch in your left side. Fingers can be interlaced. Breathe in to the center. Exhale, down, forward fold. Lift up your left foot to the ceiling. Leave your right leg straight. Come to a kind of a standing split. Be careful here with the back of your right leg. Push the left heel more and more away from you. Try to bring your upper body towards your side. One deep breath. Exhale. Step back with your left foot. Come into lunge. From here, bring your right foot back into a plank position. Vinyasa. Knee, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, open up into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Breathe. Push the hips far away. One more deep breath here. And then we change the sides. Lift up your left leg. Leave also here the hips closed. Toes are turned towards the ground. Push the left heel far away. And then bring the left knee to the front. Hold here for a moment. And then step the left foot between your hands. Inhale, lift up. Push the left knee more to the front. Leave your hips turned to the short side of the mat. Both legs are active. Push the inside of the thighs together. And then with the exhale, we find into the twist to the left side. Also here, leave the left knee bent. You can look back towards your left hand. And if you like, also here, bring the right hand to the outside of your left knee and the left hand behind you, maybe towards your right thigh. Any case, turn the left shoulder more back. Inhale. Come back to the front, lift up once more. Exhale, hands down, knee down. And then push the hips back again. Find length this time in your left leg. Also here, take a moment, see whether you can get more length in the back, in the leg. Maybe come a bit more out of the pose. Exhale from the hips, find deeper into this forward fold. Push the left hip more to the back. One more deep breath. And then bend your left knee again. This time make a step with the right foot behind the left into this cross-legged position. Exhale, fold deep. Inhale, come up. Take the hands for a moment towards the ceiling. Interlace the fingers if you like. And then exhale this time. Bring the upper body to the left. Stretch your right side. Breathe. Inhale to the center. Exhale, forward fold. Lift up your right foot. Bring your right heel more and more towards the ceiling. Also here you can see it, experiment a bit, whether you open your hips or maybe try to close it. How is the stretch different then in your legs? One more deep breath, push up the heels, fold forward, and then exhale, step the right foot back. Bring the left foot back into the plank, Vinyasa, Chaturanga or chin chest. Inhale into cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Push the hips up. Find length in your upper body. And then again, look towards the front of your hands. Make 2 steps or a hop, forward fold. This time, try to interlace your hands behind your back. Push your shoulder blades together. Find here into a deep forward fold. You can slightly bend your knees. Try to bring the shoulder blades more and more together. One last breath here. Inhale, lift up. Push the hands to the back. Open the chest wide. Tiny back bend. Exhale, come back to the forward fold. Let your shoulders be open up here. And then release your hands. Bring your hands back to the ground. Bring right or left foot back into plank. Vinyasa, chest chin or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Push into your hands. And then right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot to the front. Leave the left hand here next to your right. Bend your right knee, lift up through the right arm, look up towards the ceiling. Find into a twist here. And then activate your legs a little more. See if you can transfer the weight only to your legs and lift up your whole upper body till you are again in this twisted standing lunge position. One deep breath here. Inhale, back to the front. Exhale, bring the left arm down. This time, try if you can bring the right foot to the back into this side plank. If you want, you can bring your left knee down if it's more convenient or too intense otherwise. With the next exhale, bring your right foot to the back. Turn your hips to the ceiling. Open up into wild thing. The same you can do if you have your left knee on the ground. Take a deep breath here into this intense opener. Exhale, turn back towards the ground into your plank position and bring the hips up into downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Then sink your lower arms down, into Dolphin Pose. See that your lower arms are parallel to each other. Push away your hips. Press into your arms. And see if your elbows are not turning outwards, but staying shoulder width apart. With the next exhale, bend your knees slightly, bring your hips more down, look towards your hands, and then with the next exhale, push into your toes, bring your shoulders to the front into the plank position. From here, chaturanga or chin chest to the ground. Inhale. Open up into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more deep breath here. Feel the heat rising in your body. And then lift up again your right heel, three-legged dog. Bring the right foot between your hands. Lift up again. And then we do a bit similar movement than in cat-cow. So we bring the elbows to the side, open the chest, slide backward, bend. And then with the exhale, we bring the tailbone in. Try to bring the lower arms together around the back. Inhale, open up. Exhale, pull the navel to the back of the room. Inhale, open. And again, exhale, round. Once more, inhale, open. And exhale, round. Bring the arms back to your mat. Step back into plank. Vinyasa, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Open in the cobra, upward facing and downward facing dog with the exhalation. Deep breath. Lift up, left leg, three-legged dog. Push the left heel far away. Press into your hands. Exhale, step to the front with your left foot. Inhale, come up. Leave your right hand down, find into the twist. Look again that you push your left heel more to the front. And also here, try to transfer the weight to your 2 feet and lift up the upper body, come into the standing twist. Take a moment here. And then inhale, turn again to the front. Exhale, right hand down. And see if you can bring your left foot to the back into side plank. You can look towards the left hand, if it's okay, and see if the right shoulder is in front, on top of your right hand. Either you stay up here with your right knee, or you bring it down and find into wild thing. Push the heat down, open the whole chest, breathe. One more deep breath, and exhale, turn back to plank, and into downward facing dog. Here again, if you need a break, take a break. Otherwise, come with me into Dolphin Pose. Bring your arms down, elbows, shoulder width apart. Push your hips far away from you. You can also here, you can leave your knees bent, of course. Very challenging pose for your shoulders. Take one last breath into your shoulders, into your lower arms. And then bring your hips down, look towards your hands. Push to the front into plank position. From here, chaturanga or knee, chest, chin down. Inhale, open into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find back your breath. Take a moment. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift up again, right foot. Exhale, bring it to the front of the mat. Open up, lift the upper body, and exhale. This time we come into warrior 2. Therefore, we open the hips to the long side of the mat. See that your outer edge of your left foot is strongly grounded to the floor. Let your shoulder blades go down. And find also here your breath. See that your right knee is coming to the middle of your right foot. And then turn your right hand towards the ceiling. Exhale, left hand down, right arm over the side into reversed warrior. Breathe. One last breath. Inhale, come back. Exhale, right elbow to right knee or right hand down to the ground. Lift up. Look towards the left fingertips. With the legs, exhale. If you like, you can bring the left hands more towards the front until you have a strong line between your left hand, left fingers. Stretch, breathe. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. From here, we walk with the hands towards the left side or the left foot, so the back side of your mat, and bring your hips down towards the left here. Take a moment, breathe into the stretch here in the right leg. And then exhale, turn towards the back side of your mat. So you again in a lunge position. This time with the left foot in front. From here, make a step with the right foot to the left. Inhale, find into chair pose. Also here, push the navel back. Breathe. Come lower. And with the next exhale, sit down, lower down, until you are on the sit bones. Find a moment here into Navasana. Bring your legs up. Either keep your hands with your knees, or stretch the arms out. If you have still energy, you can straighten your legs for a moment. And then exhale. Come down slowly, slowly, until you're completely laying on your back. Then bend your knees again. Bring the heels towards your sit bones. See that your knees stay hip width apart. And then inhale, bring up your hips into a bridge pose. You can interlace your fingers if you want. Leave your neck long and straight. Push the arms into the ground. Lift up the belly, the hips. Inhale. If you want, you can stretch the right leg for a moment. Push the right heel towards the ceiling. Exhale, right foot down. Inhale, hips up. And then change side. Left leg stretch. Left leg. Left foot and heel into the ceiling. Exhale down. Once more, come up with your hips as far as you can. And then release the hands. Exhale, roll down slowly. Take a moment. And then bring the knees towards you. Allow your back to round. And then you can start rolling over your spine, over your back and forth. And then with the next time, try to find this momentum to bring your hands back on the mat and step into plank position. From here, Vinyasa, chin, chest to the ground, or Chaturanga. Inhale, open up into Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One deep breath here. And then lift your leg up. Exhale, step it between your hands. Inhale, come up into lunge. And then open up your hips. Again, this time in warrior 2 with the left leg, left foot in front. Also take a moment to find your position here. Push the outer edge of your right foot down. Bring the left knee above the left heel. Release the tension in your shoulders. And And turn your left hands towards the ceiling. Exhale, right hand down, left arm over the side into reverse warrior. Breathe and stretch here. One last breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left elbow to left knee or left hand to the ground. Leave your chest open to the side. Your drishti can be towards your right hand, or if you want, exhale, bring your arms to the front. So you're a strong line between your right foot and your right hand. Breathe into this length. Inhale, come up again into warrior. And then sink your hips down, turn your left toes a bit to the front, and then crawl over with your hands towards the right foot. So bring the hips down here and breathe into the opening and the stretch of the left leg for a moment. Exhale, bring the hands again to the front of the mat. Turn your hips so they're facing the short side of your mat again. And then make a step this time with your left foot next to the right. Come up into chair pose. Also here, breathe, push your hips away. Let your back be long. And find the equanimity again in this pose. Exhale, lower the hips until you sit again on your sit bones. Inhale once more into Navasana. Straighten your back. Breathe, smile. And exhale, lower back onto the mat. And bring the heels again towards your sit bones. Take attention again that you leave your knees hip width apart. And then inhale, lift up the hips, find into bridge pose. This time we bring the right foot above the left knee and leave the right knee falling to the side, so we have maybe more opening in the right hip. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the right foot down again and change the side. Left foot over the right knee. Push up your hips. Left knee falls open to the side. And then bring also the left foot down again. Exhale, roll vertebral down to the ground. Bring the knees in. And also here, use the momentum, roll over your back. Bring your hands to the mat. Find into plank pose. Exhale, chin just or chaturanga. Open into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Take a moment to reconnect with your breath. And look towards the front of your mat. Make a step or some hops. Forward fold. This time bring the feet a bit further away so the hip distance, and then you can either grab the big toes or just hold your thighs or your chin. And exhale, fold forward into a deep forward bend. Push your sit bones towards the ceiling. Try to release all tensions in the neck and the shoulders. One last deep breath here. Inhale, look up. And then roll up into Tadasana. Come for a moment again onto your toes. Find length. Exhale, heels down. Then bring your hands behind the back. Grab your elbows or bring your hands together into reverse Namaskar. And make a step back with your right foot. Leave your hips turned to the short side of the mat. Straight legs, straight back. And then exhale, come into forward fold here. Into a pyramid pose. See if you can push again your left hip more to the back. Find length in the whole body. Breathe. One more deep breath here. Push the left hip more away and then release the hands. You find into twisted Konasana. Therefore you sit, put your right hand onto the ground, the inside or outside of your left foot, and bring your left arm up. Find into twist. You can look towards your left hand. Can be quite challenging. If you have a block, you of course can also use that, or a book, some books underneath your right hand. One last breath here. Exhale, turn towards the ground. We come into balancing pose. Sit, bring your left hand into the left corner of your mat. Lift your right heel, open your hips up into half moon pose. Also here you can have your left hand on the block or some books. Or you can also even find balance only alone on your left foot. If you can, look up to your right hand. Exhale, right hand down. Again, like in the beginning of the class, push up your right heel, come into forward fold, into standing split. Breathe, see if anything had changed so far. And then exhale. This time we bring the right knee towards the left heel. You crunch a bit, bend both knees. And then again, push the right heel up towards the ceiling. 2 more times. Bring the right heel to the left heel. Come down. And then straighten up with the inhale. Once more, exhale, knee to heel. And this time, we sit down, bring your right hip down. We find into this twisted seated pose. See that you have your left knee till turn to the ceiling. Straighten your back, lift up your left arm, and with the next exhale, bring it to the back. If either you have the right elbow behind the knee or just hold the left knee. And then find length. With every exhale, turn more towards the back of your mat. Especially in this twisted pose, be careful to not breathe less or less deep. And an inhale, turn to the front. Again, and bring the hands to the mat. Lift up your hips and step with the right foot back. So you're again in this kind of lunge pose. Exhale, bring your right knee down. And sink maybe your hips a bit lower. You can bring the left hand again to the inside of your left foot into this lizard pose. Either stay here or you come onto your forearms. And if you like, and come into a deeper stretch of your right hip flexor, you can take the right foot with your left hand. Exhale. Wherever you are, either release the foot or come back to your hands. Bring the left hand again to the outside of your left foot. Exhale, stretch again your left leg. Bring the hips back. Full moment. Find length in the back side of your left leg. Inhale. Bend your left knee. Bring your hands down. Bring your left back. Find into plank pose, vinyasa, chest chin or to the ground, and lift up into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One deep breath here. And then look to the front, 1 or 2 steps or hop. Find into forward fold. Inhale, come up. Come on your toes for moments. Find length. Exhale, heels down, Tadasana. Again, bring your hands behind your back. Hold your elbows or bring your hands together in reverse Namaste. And this time we make a step back with our left foot. Leave your hips. Turn to the front of your mat. And with next exhale, find here into pyramid pose. Push your right hip back. Find length in both legs, in your spine. One last deep breath here. Open your chest and release the hands. Bring your left hand to the mat, inside or outside of your right foot, and turn to your right hand. Find into twist the Konasana. Also here, push the right hip more to the back. Drishti can be your right thumb, if it's okay for your neck. Exhale, turn your right hand down. And again, here we find into our balance pose, into half moon. So bring the right hand to the top of the right mat and open the hips to the side. Find into half moon here. Also, if you need any block underneath your right hand or book, and find your equanimity again here. Be relaxed, breathe, look towards your hand. Exhale, left hand down. Lift your left heel once more into standing split. Breathe into the deep stretch. And then exhale, bring the left heel towards the right knee to the heel. And inhale again. Push the left heel up, standing split. Exhale, left heel, left knee to right heel. Again, straight into standing split. Exhale, heel and knee together. Once more. Standing split. Exhale, bring the left knee to the heel. Sit down. Find your twisted seating pose. Stretch. Again, your right arm, bring it to the back. Turn your upper body to the right side. Keep the length in your back. And breathe. One more deep breath here. Exhale, turn to the front. Bring your hands back to the mat. Lift up your hips. Step your left foot a bit more to the back. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Sink your left knee. Find into lizard. Again here, either stay on your hands or come on your forearms. Also, if you like to have a deeper stretch into your left hip flexor, bend your left knee, grab the foot with your right hand. One more deep breath here. Release the foot. Come back onto your hands. Then straighten again your right leg. Push your right hip back. And find again into deep forward fold above your right leg. One more deep breath here. And then bend the knee. Step your right foot back to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. With the next exhale, bring the knees down. Turn your feet a bit to the outside and sit between your heels. If this is too intense, just come into regular seated pose where you are on the heels. Either stay here if you feel this is intense enough, or you bring your hands to the back, or you come onto your forearms. Just see how far you can go. Maybe lift your hips again a bit more and try to straighten your lower back. See that the knees are not turning to the outside. If you want, you can also release totally to your back for a moment. Breathe into this opening and the stretch of your hip flexors. One deep breath here. And then if you're on your back, return to your forearms or your hands. And then come back with your hands to the front. Bring the knees a bit more together or the feet more together. Lift up. Bring your hips above your knees. The hands in your waist. Open the chest. Bring the shoulder blades together. And then come into slight backward bend. You can leave your chin on your chest or look backwards. Whatever is better for your neck. Breathe, push the hips more to the front. And inhale, come up. Either stay with this variation, or if you want, come into full Ustrasana in a camel pose. Therefore, bring the hands to the heels. Push the hips to the front. Open your chest. Breathe. One deep breath. And then try to come out of the pose like as parallel as you can. Exhale. Bring your hips down towards the heels. And then we bring both feet to the front. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees to the outside. Straighten your back once more. And with the exhale, come into forward fold. Push the knees slightly down to the side. Try to keep that length in your back. Open your hips. One deep breath here. And inhale, look up, come up. Start balancing again on your sit bones. One last variation of Navasana or boat pose. You can start straightening the right leg to the side. Find your balance. And then come back. Straighten your left leg to the side. And then bring it back. If you feel comfortable, try to straighten both legs to the side. Maybe even release the hands from the feet. Hold. Activate your core. And then find back your feet exhale, bring the foot back to the ground and come into an easy forward fold here in butterfly. This time allow your back to round. Inhale, roll back up. And bring the knees together, bring the arms to the front, and with the next exhale, slowly, slowly, come back onto your mat. Take a deep breath in here. And then straighten your legs again and bring the heels towards the ceiling. See how the lower back is connecting with the ground. Push the heels away and either stay in this L-shaped form, or if you like and you practice shoulder stands, you can follow me into shoulder stands. Be careful though with your neck. If you have any injuries or troubles, just stay here or put your legs against the wall. And if you want to try shoulder stands, try to not look too much to the right or the left. So bring your feet more behind your head. Bring your hands in to your lower back. Bring the elbows as close as you can. And then bring up the legs. Push the heels towards the ceiling. And try to bring most of your weight towards your upper arms. Leave your neck long. Enjoy here for a moment how gravity is just working differently on your body. Not now. Take one last deep breath and then exhale, feet down, find into Halasana or Plow pose. If you can put the feet to the ground, you can release your hands from your back and maybe interlace the fingers. Straighten your arms. If not, leave the hands for support in your back. One more deep breath here. And then release the hands. Slowly roll down, vertebra by vertebra, onto your back. Bring your hands underneath your sit bones. Bring your feet down. See that your forearms are rooted onto the mat. And then with the next inhale, lift your chest, open your chest. You can go back into fish pose. Open here, breathe. You can leave your head on the ground or lift it. And exhale, release. Come on your back. Come into one last twisted pose here. Bring the knees to you. Leave the left leg straight on the ground. Hold your right knee with your left hand and exhale. Find into the twist. You can look towards your right hand. Try to leave your right shoulders on the ground. One more deep breath here. Exhale, come back onto your back. Bring your left knee in. And exhale, straighten out your right leg. And then turn your left knee to the right. Come into the twist on the other side. Also here, try to leave the shoulders down. Breathe into this movement of your spine. And come with the next exhale back to your back. Bring the knees in for a moment. You can roll a bit over your back here. Make some circles, right to left. If you wanna, you can hold your outside of your feet. Come into happy baby pose. Also here, if you want, you can make some movements. Open your hips and then release. Once more, grab around your legs and then push yourself as hard as you can. Activate once more your whole body. Then with the next exhale, let everything go. Find for a moment into Shavasana. Allow your whole body to leave all tensions, to really get heavy, to relax your feet, your legs, your hips. Relax your whole back. Feel how your arms are heavy and totally relaxed. Your shoulders. Release all tensions. Release the tensions of your face, the muscle of your jaw, your eyebrows, your forehead. For a moment, allow your whole body to just be heavy. Relax your body, relax your mind. Shavasana. You can stay here as long as you like to. If you want to get out with me and end the class together, make some small movements, maybe stretch your body, activate your fingers, your toes. If you like, you can roll on your side for a moment. Anywhere you are, allow yourself to take your focus inward again, to thank yourself for being present, for taking care of yourself. And then slowly come up into seated pose. You can leave your eyes closed. Bring your hands to your knees or relax into your. And then we take a few breaths together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Once more, inhale. Exhale. If you want, you bring your hands together. Bring your hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands in front of your chest to remind us to have clear and loving intentions. And the hands in front of your mouth to remind us to have clear and loving conversations. Namaste. Thank you very much for your attention, and and your trust. I hope you could follow me well, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste, bye.